Kmart's new shipping feature, you can ship whatever you want.
I shipped my sink.
I just shipped my nightie.
I just shipped my pants.
I just shipped my car.
I just shipped my couch.
I shipped my toilet.
I shipped my balls.
I just shipped my pool.
I just shipped my bed.
We shipped it all. We shipped everything.
And now, recent news on the growing effects of ISIS throughout the world. For those who not fully know what ISIS is or how they came to be, they are an extremist group that can be traced back to Al-Qaeda in Iraq, also known as the AQI. They are also known for their well-funded web and social media propaganda by sending internet videos of beheading soldiers, civilians, journalists, and aid workers. After the AQI was weakened in Iraq because of the Sunni awakening in 2011, the AQI saw that as an opportunity to spread to Syria to regain their power. The Sunni awakening was a fight between the Iraqi Sunni tribes, whom were supported by the U.S., and the jihadist groups. The AQI group leader, Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi, spread his group's influence back to Iraq and changed the name to ISIS. ISIS stands for the Islamic State of Iraq and Syria, but they are also referred to as ISIL, the Islamic State of Iraq and Levant, or Daesh, an Arabic acronym. In February 2014, the Long World Journal obtained a letter from al-Qaeda's senior leadership that it was fed up with al-Baghdadi and severed all connections with ISIS. In June 2014, al-Baghdadi declared himself Caliph of the Islamic State. A Caliph is a person considered a successor to the Prophet Muhammad and a leader of the entire Muslim community. ISIS uses military expertise and unimaginable brutality to cut its way from Syria through Iraq and into Baghdad. ISIS has also been able to take advantage of the government in certain areas because the government is, according to an American veteran who served in Iraq, more loyal to their tribes, not their country. The Iraqi government is mostly Shia Muslims, where the areas where ISIS has retained are primarily Sunni, like ISIS. Therefore, they are invading places where the people may be more willing to tolerate them or even join them. The first ISIS defeat took place in mid-August 2014 when Kurdish and Iraqi forces, assisted by U.S. aerial bombing, pushed them off the Mosul Dam, a decaying, dangerous structure that could have potentially threatened millions of lives downstream. President Obama called this win a major step forward. Recently reported in 2015, the U.S. military states that day by day, ISIS is losing ground in Iraq. The size of ISIS was last reported in 2014 by the CIA that it was up to 30,000 fighters. The most disturbing to Western security officials is the giant group of foreign fighters, leaving their homes and sometimes traveling halfway across the world to join the group. Out of the 20,000 foreign fighters, 150 have been said to come from within the U.S. They have been called upon by the ISIS group repeatedly to conduct deadly attacks at home because the U.S. continues to bombard ISIS targets. ISIS has also been known for the persecution of minority groups. Along with the ones who have been brutally murdered, many Christians, Yazidis, and other minorities have been forced to flee their homes. They also deal with female unbelievers as slaves with rules such as forced intercourse. Recent news regarding ISIS has been reported on May 21, 2015, about the execution of a member of the al-Shaddad tribe by a bazooka. Footage of the execution was posted by a Syrian activist group. It was a 2.5-minute video showing the prisoner exploding in a ball of flames. After the man is already dead, the jihadis continue to fire their rifles at the dead body repeatedly and then begin to kick the body while celebrating. In other news, it appears that the most recent American death by ISIS, Kayla Mueller, turned down an escape opportunity to stay with the other hostage who was not given the same opportunity. Kayla was kidnapped in 2012 while she was working in Aleppo, Syria with Doctors Without Borders as an American aid worker. Mueller was killed in February this year, while her captor was killed shortly after her in May during a raid of his compound. We have Kayla's mother with us today to talk about how ISIS has changed her life for the worse. Good afternoon, Mrs. Mueller. To start off, how long was Kayla in ISIS's custody before her death?
Roughly 2 years.
How has your life changed by ISIS's actions?
Well, I had this beautiful daughter who spent the majority of her life dedicating her time to helping others. She visited various areas of the world that needed her help and happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time. ISIS is single-handedly ruining the lives of many individuals around the world, including my family.
What is one way you think this problem can be fixed?
Everyone outside ISIS needs to come together and rid the world of this malicious group of individuals. The only way to stop them is to smother them right where they stand. Also, the UN needs to take charge of the situation and stop them before they end another innocent life and ruin another family.
Thank you for your time, and I'm truly sorry about your loss.
Thank you.
There you have it, everyone. ISIS is crossing into the borders of countries and must be stopped before they create a bigger problem than they already created. Next, we have Catherine with the information regarding superstores versus Main Street.
Walmart, Kmart, Target, all common name brand stores that millions, possibly even billions of people alone in the United States shop at on a daily basis. And these are the people in the US only, let alone the general population of the world. The convenience of these so-called superstores, retail stores that have more than average space and variety of stock, are one of their main attractions. But what happens to your local family-run businesses that you pass by every day on your day to work? The ones that greet you by your name when upon entering? The family friends? Our hard-hitting news team goes deep into a small town in Pennsylvania, visiting both their local shops and just down the road, their name brand department stores. Over the past century, the rise of superstores have slowly overcome the need for Main Street stores, the mom and pop shops, the small, private, local-owned stores. The original fixed-price department store rose in Paris, France in 1852. The Bon Marché required all producers to be sold for either 5 or 10 cents, setting the one price basis for all present and future department stores. The suitability and accessibility to the consumers was the main appeal, and difference could already be seen by the local economy. Flash forward to a little over a century later, 1962. Sam Walton establishes the first Walmart in Rogers, Arkansas, and not even 50 years later, transformed into a billion-dollar company. Annually, Walmart receives $405 billion in profits. These sales exceed $35,000 per minute. We talked to the CEO of Walmart, Carl Douglas McMillan, and asked him on his opinion of the thriving business he and past supporters of Walmart have to say. Good afternoon. It's a pleasure to have you here and take time out of your busy work schedule to come and talk to us.
Make it quick. I have a meeting to get to.
Okay, then I'll get right to the point. Why has your business thrived for so long and increased in sales?
Well, I believe that the options in our sales attract shoppers, and the easy accessibility of our multiple locations is what makes Walmart an exceptional store and causes our business to thrive.
Yes, and do you believe...
Good, because save money, live better.
Clever. And as I was saying, you don't believe that this monopoly, as some would term it, is unfair to the local economy and business established long before you?
No, not at all. It's the consumer's choice, isn't it? They all buy items from our Walmart. We are the ones that offer the best deals and the best discounts that other local stores just can't. We are the ones that build 90% of our stores for customers that live within 15 minutes of Walmart. We are simply the superior business. You're welcome for that enlightenment.
Thank you for your statement, I guess. After thanking Mr. McMillan for giving his statement about superstores, I then proceeded to interview the local coffee shop, Fluffy's owner, and asked for her opinion on these tycoons and how it affects her sales. Hello and good afternoon. Thank you for being here, Mrs. Smith.
Pleasure's mine.
Well, thank you. Now, how long ago has Fluffy's been established in this small town?
It was established on April 9th, 1962.
And how would you say Walmart has affected your local coffee sales?
They have almost decreased our coffee sales by half and have negatively impacted many other aspects of the local economy, as I have discussed the issues with other local companies. And don't get me started on how the environment is being destructed because of the large buildings and factories.
I completely agree. And what would you say is the defining factor in what makes your coffee shop 10 times better than the big business
I
competition?
believe that we really know our customers as friends and family. I know my customers by their names and have their regular drinks ready before they can even order. We care about our customers.
That's a great philosophy. Thank you for coming in, and I wish you the best of luck in your future endeavors in overcoming big business.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for joining us today. And don't forget to tune in tomorrow at 8:30 for our third part of the Bruce Jenner special.